So Nick here from Microshock.com back again. We're doing some more movie reviews. So the movie I'm going to review today is Lucio Fulci's Zombie 3, which is the sequel, so to speak, of the Zombie franchise. For those of you who might recognize the title, Zombie, Zombie 2 was Lucio Fulci's Zombie, at least when they translated it and brought it here to North America. So first thing I'm going to say is that if you're looking for this to be a direct sequel to that movie, you're going to be disappointed because it's not. Fulci's, well, any of the people who made these zombie movies, they were never directly related. They were just about zombie holocausts, and they all were self-contained, even though they're given series numbers. So what can I say about Zombie 3? Well, it's not a bad zombie movie. It's not the greatest one I've ever seen. Most of the fact that, in the typical Fulci fashion, there's a couple plot holes. The story's about these military scientists who create this super plague that turns people into zombies. And terrorists or somebody steal it and they get away, but they end up breaking the vial open and it infects them. And while they catch the guy and they kill him, they like murder everybody in a resort to like prevent infection. Taking a page from Return of the Living Dead, they burn the body and the ashes cause the birds in the area to turn into zombies and bite people and turn them into zombies. Where it gets really confusing is the fact that they don't really explain why there's these bad guys stealing the virus. That's kind of a left open to interpretation. Sure, don't give us a motive. That's okay. That's not really the main reason why we're watching the movie, so who cares, right? The other thing is they're really wishy-washy about how people get infected, because like some people get infected because they get clawed. This one girl falls in the water and turns into a zombie that way, yet a guy falls in shortly thereafter and he's fine for the rest of the movie. They must have had a smaller budget. I mean, they had a lot of gore effects, but they weren't as great as some of Fulci's other films, like The Beyond or Zombie. All the zombies looked pretty much the same. They were either wearing blue uniforms or khakis. It was like, I don't know, maybe they didn't have a wardrobe person. It's like the only distinction between like the zombies was that you knew it was a main character who got turned into a zombie because they weren't wearing like a jumpsuit. So that's kind of funny. There's also this really obnoxious like radio DJ who's all like, "Hey, let's make peace, not war." And then of course they have this twist ending where he's turned into a zombie as well. Nobody knows why, because he's up in his little DJ booth the whole time by himself. So how he gets turned into a zombie, nobody knows. Don't explain it. That's okay. It has your typical nihilistic ending. Pretty much everybody except for 2 cast members die. It's really this one poor bastard who's like clinging on for dear life. I don't know why they like lifted the helicopter off the ground before he got on it, but or where the zombies came out and grabbed him. That's out of left fucking field too. But it's like, and then they're flying away and they're all like, "Oh, what do we do now?" "Well, we have to go back and fight the zombies." So it's kind of ends like Dawn of the Dead, which is kind of funny because the first zombie movie was called Dawn of the Dead, and it ends like Dawn of the Dead, except for the fact that like we have to go back and fight the zombies. Are you fucking stupid? They like wiped out all the main characters. I don't know, 4 of them were military guys who were armed to the gills, and they all get killed. You want to go back and fight them? All right, stupid. Go ahead, have fun. One disappointing scene in the movie is you see a pregnant woman and you're like, oh hey, they're going to do this whole pregnant zombie baby thing, right? But it's not. It's just a hand that rips out of her stomach and grabs the girl and kills her, and they don't go anywhere else with it. So, that being said, go check out Zombie 3. If you don't want to see an overly serious zombie film, check it out. The people at Shriek Show released probably the best uncut version you'll find in North America. A little bit of quality loss because some versions they had to, in order to get all the scenes, they had to pull it from like a VHS master copy or something like that, and it's a little degraded. But I mean, if you're not too picky about quality, who the fuck cares, right? So Zombie 3, check it out if you want. It's an okay zombie movie. It's not bad. It's not good, but whatever. So this is Nick from Microshock.com signing out.
flesh and blood. Fuck you, Jimmy. You know I'm right. Till you come and visit like a shark.